Live, kia ora koutou. Welcome to my channel. You're watching Been Living with Big B, streaming to you live from Western Australia. It's currently, man, it is late. It is late. It is nearly 2 o'clock in the afternoon here. Oh no, not even 2 o'clock, 11:40 a.m. on a Friday morning. It is bloody hot here in Western Australia at the moment, Kiddlywinks. I thought I'd jump on real quick and just say hey and see who's up and alert and awake. SMLZ, how are you? Manuela, good morning to you guys. How are you? Do you guys miss me? Do you miss me? Hey from Oklahoma, Christy. Hi there, Christy Jones. Greetings and welcome. Just jumping on here real quick and just because I love jumping on live and connecting with everyone. Going through a heat wave at the moment here in Western Australia. It is crazy, the heat. It's been 37, 38 degrees. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but let me give you the tip. It is bloody hot. Manuela, 6:42 a.m. in Berlin, Germany. Good to see you all. Yeah, let us know where you're from, what time of the day it is for you guys. I hope this live finds you all well. I want to thank everyone in advance also for liking and sharing the live and of course jumping on and participating. I really do appreciate you all. Also want to say how much I do appreciate you guys. You know, without your love, support and encouragement, certainly wouldn't be able to do the things that I enjoy doing, which is dumpster diving and of course sharing with the community. Minus 10 degrees Celsius here, need some sunshine. Yes, well, I have been promising to take everyone down to the beach down here. It's like it is just been crazy, beautiful weather, just clear blue skies and hot sunny days. And, you know, to be honest, I much prefer the cold weather, if truth be known. But here we are in the peak of summer. It's winter there, it certainly is, Christy. I see the Bro Grab It Fast is experiencing a little bit of snow. I'm starting to. And he said, which is insane this time of the year, usually it's coming down like cats and dogs. 11:43 p.m. where you are, Christy. Thanks for letting me know. I didn't expect a lot of people to come on. No. Pretty random me coming on this time of the day. But yeah, I just miss you fellas. Miss you guys heaps. And I didn't have an opportunity to go live last week. So I just thought, well, what the heck. So haven't been doing much dumpster diving in the new year because of the hot weather. Last time I went was 2 days before New Year's, and the hot weather just spoils everything, and I don't really have any stores where I can find, you know, like just regular merchandise. So that's kind of sad. But I persevere, you know, not a quitter. Just keep on keeping on. Yeah, well, I noticed that you're not in Kansas anymore there, Christy. Yeah, Oklahoma. Shannon in the house. You finally caught a live. So happy New Year to you too, Shannon. Yeah, I hope the New Year is treating you and the family well. I just started back at work yesterday, and which for most people would say back at work, but I actually love my job and what I do. So I'm really pleased to be back at work. I tell you, man, like the hardest thing of all is trying to find things to occupy my time when you're on holiday and you don't have. And of course, my darling has been working throughout the holidays. So it's really challenging to find things to do before it gets too hot to do anything. You know what I mean? What's different in your new area? Different shops, less variety. Yeah, that's what I'm finding. Like I haven't moved far, Manuela, from where I originally lived. So I'm in the same area, but a new house. So I'm open to all the same shops that I dive in locally previous to living here. Um, so um, so really nothing has changed. Yeah, and I'm so I've been so used to going to the same food stalls that and they're often uh, good dives. That's where I apply most of my focus. Is on the food, but it's of course with the terrible weather. Well, not with the wonderful weather rather. Um, if you're not Johnny on the spot, it spoils very quickly. Shannon says you're just getting over a wicked case of food poisoning. No way, that is the worst. Food poisoning. No way. I feel for you. Eventually it all comes out, Shannon. But yep, you have to be laid up for 24 to 48 hours before it passes through you. I hope it wasn't from a place where you frequent. Oh my goodness. They look way better like this than I did like a snowman here. Never mind. Yes, I'm so sorry to hear that my darling had a bout of the food poisoning as well not that long ago, and yeah, she had a terrible time. She had a terrible time with it. So hope you get over it soon. So yeah, I haven't been out in the new year yet, and we're already in like day 9 or something like that. Day 12. Oh my gosh, we're back. Oh, thank you, Manuela. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate any likes and shares of the live. But thank you so much. As you know, the more you like, the more you share, the more it gets pushed out, and yeah. So I hope everyone is had a good New Year so far. I see a lot of uh, there's not too many of the old school dumpster divers left. I see Breathkist is still going, Scrap It Up, Freak and Frugal are still popping out material and stuff like that. A whole lot of new dumpster divers. I've been hard out watching dumpster diving videos. Grab It Fast is coming back. We've been doing shorts, but certainly been getting some new stuff. We're heading into negative 41 tonight with wind chill. Oh my goodness. That sounds. What part? Whereabouts are you located, Shannon? Yeah. Enjoying a bit of oat chocolate milk. No, it's been extremely hot, and I've been promising to take everyone down to the beach with me lately, but we haven't been gone in the last few days now that I've sort of started work. And usually when we go down there, it's about after 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so all of my regulars are not usually privy to it, so I sort of don't bother. Jennifer, hi Jennifer, how are you? Thanks for joining us. Oh, you forgot where Renee is. Oh yes, I did forget. No, you're in Canada. Canada. Yeah, so we just want to jump on here real quick and just give everyone the heads up, sort of like going to be heading out dumpster diving with my daughter-in-law real soon over in the next couple of days. What about a cooking video? I have been thinking about that. Yeah. Um, I don't like just doing like cooking. I can do cooking videos, but I like using the stuff that I get from the dumpsters. It sort of makes it really relative rather than it just being a cooking video, if you know what I mean. And so I have been thinking about like doing some shift. Like the last live I did, I was talking about introducing more things from my culture and showing and sharing things about my Te Ao Māori culture with everybody. But the last video I put up, it was I got a lot of negative and racist remarks, and so I it made me gun shy and sort of shy away from it and stray away from it. Um, because I took it to heart, and I guess I shouldn't, and just persevere, persevere, because those who are really interested, and there were plenty, will normally prevail. I mean, it's not like I didn't get any hate from doing dumpster diving for all these years, and I've certainly seen the trolls dissipate. There she is. There's the bestest in the house. Heather, how are you, my friend? Oh yeah, my great grand's son. Yeah, that was absolutely astonishing, beautiful news, and a gorgeous baby, and we're so happy to have him in our family, our whānau. Just tell them to piss off, or I can tell them, yeah, yeah. Well, I usually don't like addressing them with a reply and adding fuel to the fire or making their comment significant. Normally, I would just let the community take care of them for me. But I deleted the comment because it was um, it is what it is. Um, but I guess I'll be brave enough in the near future to introduce some of the softer side. I mean, I've only been putting up the haka, which to me is powerful and poignant and unified and all that sort of jazz. And I love being a Māori anyway. Best is, let's get on a quick call tonight if you're free. I've been meaning to touch base with you, but I figured I'd just give you some space first. But we've had way too much space. If you're keen, if you let me know now, I'll call you straight after this live. Oh, of course, no worries. Tomorrow, no worries. Sounds good. I miss you anyway. Our little chats, and even if it's just about nothing. Hi, you're from India. Never give up. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you for your kind comment. Yeah, never give up. That's never been my thing to quit. But I guess I just wanted to just ease back and reset about all of the haters, because it's not like I haven't faced that kind of stuff before with the dumpster diving, but this is like really personal to me, when it comes to the culture. And thanks for the love, bro. Peace. Simon in the house, dumpster diving in Adelaide. G'day, mate. How are ya? So yeah. Cooking videos, yeah, certainly there's a lot of like things I can delve into. Right at the moment, I'm doing like short reaction videos to dumpster divers from TikTok and stuff like that, and then sort of putting them on the shorts and the reels. Having a lot of fun with those. I've been swearing like a trooper too, because I'm just like letting my hair down with it, and it's certainly not the kind of content you see from Big B, with all the swearing and stuff. but just yeah, just a more honest reaction, if you like. So I've been having fun with that. Bro, human life in the house, brother. How are you? What's up? It's good to see you, my man. Your age is 15. Now give you a life tip about goals. A life tip about goals. Um, I had someone say to me one time that if you want to know um, if you want to know what the secret to success is, he wrote it down on a piece of paper, and then he handed the piece of paper to me. And his formula to success was these two lines, and the top line says, "Make a list," and then the bottom line says, "Accomplish everything on that list." Simple, but effective. Last night we found heaps, including $600 of cashews. Come on now, straight up. That's a lot of cashews. I'm not gonna lie. Nah, good to see you, my bro. Simon, got to go to the shops in the heat. Take care. Simon, take care. Take care, brother. Um, just be consistent. Know what you want and go in with great intentions and be consistent no matter what. Social media seems to be the way to go in any kind of success. And always remember that it doesn't matter how many subscribers or followers or what influence you have. It's all about the last man standing. If you can accumulate popularity in a short amount of time, are you going to be relevant in 2 years from now? So it's about training for the marathon and not the sprint. Just found a channel for a pair called Couple of Dumpsters. Yeah, I've watched them. So far, I love watching their videos. They're in Wales. Yeah, Couple of Dumpsters. I've watched them. They are so in line with many of your views on helping others. Super couple. Well, I don't know if you guys remember. Shalom, John Schmidt. Shalom. I don't know if you remember back in the day when I started, there was no narrative. I mean, there were plenty of dumpster divers saying that they would donate, that they would help others, but you never saw any action towards it. And then when me and Grabbit kind of burst into the scene, I started doing videos about like donating and stuff, and just applying all of these ideas that I had and utilizing my creativity. And now that seems to be the, like, if you're not donating, you're not a true dumpster diver, which isn't really the case of what a true dumpster diver is. You know, a dumpster diver only takes what they need and then and enough to share with others, rather than take everything. You know, I mean, we want to help the environment and ensure that that we take out the things that don't end up in the landfill. That's certainly been a narrative as well. But at the end of the day, that's not what true dumpster diving was about. It was about like just being able to help yourself and maybe your neighbor or your friends or members in your family. But I like the direction it's been heading in. You know, being able to know that we have the ability to find all of the stuff and then pass it on to others that are unable to. So like one of the first people that I donate to, that I don't show because of the way they are the elderly in my community. So I don't like, just out of respect, film them. But they're like the first people that I help. I have with Nanny Pearly because she wants to be on there. She goes, Brandon, you put on a video, put me on your video. Nanny Pearly, she's all good with that. So she's probably the only one, but just down the road, we've got um, an old people's home, for lack of a better term, of which I donated a lot of the magazines and the crossword puzzles and stuff like that. Bro, read this book on... I'll tell you a book to read, Legends 2.0, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Read that one. And it's not about how to become rich, it's how to treat people in business. It's how to treat people in kind, with empathy and compassion, and no gratitude. Yeah. Which is also one of the things, Shannon, I like about the couple is their empathy and their compassion for their community, and the gratitude that they express. So whenever they don't even find much, they're still like super excited and happy, and that's what I like. Those sort of personalities inside of dumpster divers. The same kind of excitement they find in a massive haul is the same kind of excitement that you should have for a small haul, even if it's just one or two items. The intensity should be the same, to me anyway. Everybody's different. Every diver sees value in different things, and I understand that. But to me, that level of gratitude can only be expressed by being not so much excited, but being thankful for finding the small amount as you do the large amount. Yeah, absolutely, Shannon. Absolutely. Hello, Minge Kulak. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Oh, Fernando. Can you see the word Fernando? Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah, humility is another good trait to be in dumpster diving. It means, well, to me it equates to empathy. Yeah, humility is being humble is not like, I love sharing excitement, but I'm not gonna like scream and I'm not gonna be like running around throwing my hands and go whoa. It's just like whoa, yay. The fire is on the inside. But gratitude is a huge one for me, which is why I love watching the Scrap It Up girls. Michelle and Leanne. They are like so grateful, and they work so hard. They do scrapping as well as dumpster diving, and I don't always, I don't. I've done it myself. I see things and that they find that they could take, but they don't, and I recognize that, because I've had many comment that says, "Oh, you should have taken this," but I mean, there are reasons why I don't take everything. I'm still getting comments about, why don't you take the bread after all these years, and I guess I'll always get these sort of questions from people that see my content for the first time, and so the question begs, right? So I don't mind telling those sort of stories, and now I've got a new way of doing that. I screenshot the comment, and I do a little video about it, and not to witch hunt or anything like that, just as to pass on the information as to why I do what I do with the bread in particular. It's such an abundant waste here, particularly in Australia. When I watch when I watch American dumpster divers, I don't see nearly the amount of bread waste over there that I see over here. Am I right in saying that, guys? Or have I missed videos where there's been like a dumpster filled with bread? Can anyone else um, can anyone else confirm or deny what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't see the same bread waste in American dumpsters as what I find in over here in WA. So I can understand why it would be a question that's posed every video after over 1,000 videos. Yeah, I've never seen as much, and so I can sort of understand why is it why isn't it not taken? It's just it is the most abundant waste over here above anything else. And whilst and you guys know I do take some bread. I take some of the bougie stuff, the more expensive breads. I leave the whites and the browns, just the normal standard toast bread or sandwich bread. And I take the croissants because I like them myself. I keep a lot of croissants, chuck them in the freezer and share them on. Francis, hi there, Francis. Good to see you, my friend. So I can understand why, and people have offer plenty of suggestions, and that's great. I don't fob them off or anything like that. It's just that it's when you deal with 50 to 100 loaves of bread per dive, and you go 4 times a week, that's that's a lot of bread to process or to try and give away. And if you can't sell it in a supermarket, it certainly it becomes challenging when you have to try and give it away. Hey, you want some bread? Sure. They grab a loaf. Oh, okay, 399 to go. Hi Jane. Oh, J Ray in the house. What's up, J Ray? You follow several dumpster divers in USA. Very little bread. See a lot of pre-packaged donuts, etc. Hi Jennifer. Good night. It's late there. Okay then, Jennifer. Thanks for popping in. You're always solid. Yeah, I see the same things as well. A lot of pre-packaged stuff. That's good, right? It might be not the healthiest of foods to donate, but it's an empty belly really doesn't care. It's better than nothing. I'd rather have 50% of something than 100% of nothing. As the delivery drivers are on strike for weeks, we have a lot of empty shelves at the groceries. Wow. I've been watching that too, Manuela. That's crazy. That it just goes to show how integral the trucking lines and the logistics companies are to just normal conveniences like groceries. Without them, they're literally shattering the backbone. Mm. And the same can be said about the farmers too. Without the farmers, you can have all the trucks on the road and the logistics you want, but there's nothing to fill them up. It's all one chain linked together to create the conveniences for us. What? The toilet paper is still available. Yeah. Yep. And it still shocks me to this day when I find toilet paper. I'm the most excited when I find toilet paper because it stuns me that it gets tossed away. It absolutely stuns me. Hey, I like those emojis. These are cool. Looks like someone's going, "Yay, what up?" So, but yeah, we've had those issues over here before with empty shelves and stuff like that. And then, of course, after the pandemic happened, uh, getting people back to work during the harvest season was terrible. So we saw farmers wasting a lot of their produce. So it wasn't reaching the shelves, and of course that backlogs, right? The backlogs. So prices go up, and the cost of living is shocking and atrocious on a global scale. I mean, certainly there's people out there that are still doing okay, just fine, but they're quickly becoming the minority. You know, and if truth be told, supermarkets over here aren't overstocking what they used to. It seems like they've gone beyond making shelves look abundant rather than just ordering what they can sell, and reducing waste, and therefore seeing less waste in the dumpsters, of which I cheer. And Ghost in the house, what's up, Ghost? Casey Collin in the house. Hi there, Casey. Hi there. So yeah, I'm going to be planning on doing some new things and some exciting things, but there'll always be dumpster diving in my life. Soon we're going to be having roadside, curbside here in my neck of the woods in February, so the beginning of next month. So looking forward to that. Plus, I don't know if I told you about my brother, but he's got like a block of land where he's converting, because he does curbside picking, but he's got a real keen eye, and so he's sort of like developing his little block of land into like a market sort of setting where he can invites people in on for like a yard sale or something, and so he can highlight all of the treasures that he's found along the in his travels over the last year or so. And he's a fantastic collector of stuff, but he's like my mother. He's got a very keen eye for quirky and vintage, just good things that he doesn't realize have value, because he's just got a good eye. So I've been thinking about, we've been talking a lot, and I'm thinking about like doing a series of videos centered around what he's doing, and because it's literally the same as what we're doing. It's just that he's hoards it, but sets it out and displays it in a way that it's a collection. And so I'd love to share that with you guys. Happy New Year 2024 to you too, my friend. Manuela, ice alert here in Berlin. Blitz ice. Fireman activated. Special alert. Oh no, be safe out there, Manuela. Be safe. Yeah, that would be cool, because it's so cool, and I feel the community that we like have similar interests, you know. Like whilst I might have a channel that's centered around dumpster diving, I like a lot of humor, and I do a little bit of cooking and preserving, and I love gardening as well. I love the idea of having a set of skills that makes us self-efficient, you know, and whilst we go into the dumpsters and find gaming chairs and lanterns, they're all new stuff, eh? And they don't make them like how they used to. And I feel that a lot of my followers are in a bit older age bracket that they can appreciate good quality made things that were designed and manufactured to last, and were super practical, and will often take us back to a place of like when we were of our childhood, and that's what I like about classic stuff, vintage stuff, collectible and antiquities. That's what I love about it. My mum had a really good eye, and I think it's passed on to my brother and myself, and a few other members of my family too. So it would be cool to sort of like kick it with my bro for a little bit, and get some. And plus, he's full on, no filter, swears like a champion, like a sailor, like in the middle of the night. But just has a really good handle on the world view of things, and just lives really simply, and is not materialistic at all, but just loves classical and classic vintage and collectible stuff. So yeah, it'll be awesome. So, but haven't figured out the logistics of that yet. Um, yeah, because I would just love to just record him while he's just telling his stories, because like he's, you know, he just puts such a humorous light on things that just like they're funny stories. Or I could be just biased because he's my brother, maybe. But yeah, he's just like super funny guy. It's worth it. He's on his own. He's viral material. They stopped us here in Lexington, Kentucky, dumpster diving for just right now. There's too many people sick here. Oh yeah, I got you. Minus 15 is short weather. We are hitting negative 41 tonight, and that's with wind chill, right, Shannon? That's crazy. That's crazy numbers. Yeah, Shannon's asking, hey, Michelle, blizzard going there for you, J Ray? Minus 15 degrees, still have electricity though. Yeah, that's the thing, with the terrible weather. Terrible weather, just like like snow and losing electricity and the means to stay warm, and oh man. No, you don't get that with hot weather. I'm good, thanks, Michelle. How are you? I just want to say too, guys, like I love all of your comments. I know I say it every time. I like I'm doing like 3 social media platforms at the moment, so I get hundreds of comments, and I try my best to catch up with them or to reply anyway. I just want you guys to know that I do. I read all your comments, and I love reading them, and I love all the suggestions and everything. I just want you guys to know that. So even though you don't get a reply from me straight away, don't think that I don't read them. I do. I read every single one of them. Yeah, and I really, really appreciate it. I look forward to reading them, and I guess I read them more than I reply to them. Casey sends me about 3 or 4 comments in one video, and I love it. You know, I remember one person giving her shame for saying the same thing over and over. I don't care, and I love it. People with the flu and pneumonia and corona and hospitals are full, no more room. Oh, that's what they're. No, I do, Casey, and Michelle's another big. You all are, and I love your guys' comments. I just want you guys to know that. Yeah, I read them all, and I never get tired of them ever. Yep, that's terrible. With the cold weather comes all of the viruses and the bugs. So keep yourselves snug as a bug in a rug, man. And healthy and warm and hydrated, and take all of the preventative measures. And you know, vitamin C is not a fable, it's not a tale. Eat heaps of oranges, or drink heaps of orange juice, or whatever citrus that provides your vitamin C kick. And even though it's cold and the sun is out, get inside that vitamin D, and when you can. But yeah, stay safe. Wear your mask. Yep. It's so cold here, but no snow. Oh, that's the kind of cold I like, Michelle. Cold, but no snow. I have no idea what it'll be like to live in the snow. Zero idea. But I know what it's like to live in the cold. So yeah, I've been, like I see, it's one of the things I've been trying out are these reaction videos. Now I don't know if you guys remember, I used to do long play reaction videos of like our favourite dumpster divers. It wasn't received very well, but I did like 30 episodes or something like that, and I really enjoyed it, and I think I did it a couple of summers ago because I was facing the same issue. The warm weather was keeping us not keeping us inside, but rather, if you're not Johnny on the spot, then the food will spoil really quickly. So I looked at reacting to dumpster, and no one else was doing it at the time. No one else was reacting to dumpster. There's reaction to music, there's reaction to movies, and podcasts, and all sorts. But there was no one reacting to dumpster diving, and I thought, well, there's got to be something there, and I could offer some insight, or have some, promote another channel, or and I think it's a fun thing to do, so reacting to all of these shorts on TikTok, it's been lots of fun. And I'm highlighting some of the dumpster divers on TikTok that don't have a YouTube channel or a Facebook page. You only see them on TikTok. So giving them some exposure on, like, say, YouTube, like Anna Sachs, for example. I've done a couple of reaction videos to Anna. That's her name, Anna Sachs. And whilst I laughed at it when I first saw it, she's her street name is the Trash Walker in New York City. But aside from the amazing things she finds, she's quite an activist into the environment, and exercising the recycling laws and bylaws of New York City. So while she's out dumpster, and like in New York City, they're not in dumpsters. They put the bags out on the street in the front of their store, and then the truck comes along and collects it. Right? I mean, I didn't know that, but that's what they do, and it's just right there out on the street. And she would put the word out to her community of friends, and then like a dozen of them would just walk around the streets of New York to these popular stores on trash day, and go through all of these bags, and it's not just stores, but it's people that are like apartment people, just stuff from their homes, just this incredible inventory of amazing shit. Just awesome. That's so kind of you, all for doing that. Yeah, we try our best. Mingay, please support my guys. Hey, shot my bro. I wear a mask in smaller crowded places and medical settings for sure. Manuela, snow and ice are always a big trouble in such big cities like Berlin. Oh, I bet. Yeah, especially for travel, right? And even it affects public transport, Because I know you take like the train or the bus, right, Manuela, to work at times. Casey's saying to Shannon, we are that everyone in the family is doing well. Everyone in my family, we are helping the homeless out by getting them food, coats, hats, gloves. Yeah, the most affected are definitely the ones that are unhoused, and the elderly, of course, also need our help because they can't, sometimes all they need is just a hot shower, and they have sometimes the inability to do that, or just to keep their room warm. And I always uffy or always um, uh, what's the English? I always embrace um, um, the elderly community. If I was back at home in my community, we call our elderly in my culture and language kaumatua. They're our elders, and all of the young people in the community look out for them. We go and visit them. We make sure that they have a hot feed. Make sure that all of their electricity and all of their things are going so they can stay warm. Always make sure that that they stay, that they've had a shower if they need help. I think society can be gauged on how we look after our elderly, in our society. And I think the moment society forgets about them is going to be the downfall, because they've already done the block, right? They've already been around the block. They've already tread the path and know all the shortcuts, and they've got all the stories, and know what life used to be like, and in its most simplest form. And if we disband that, then we really lose the essence of the reason where we are today. So I love hearing the stories from our old people. Heather McDonald in the house. How are you, Heather? So good to see you, my friend. So yeah, if you've got elderly family, give them a call. Make sure that they're all right. See how they are. I mean, it's fine and dandy to keep an eye out for the homeless. I 100% behind that. That is fire. But just lovely. Thank you. Awesome. I appreciate you stopping in and coming in. And hope it's not too late for you. So I hope this live finds you well. Yeah, bear a thought for our elderly community. They're the ones that laid the tracks, that laid the path that we walk on at the moment. Hope the Heather. Hope the weather's not too. Is it hot for you at the moment, Heather? So yeah, just want to thank everyone in advance for liking and sharing the live. I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, and coming to hang out with me as well. Wasn't going to be on here for a long time, but like I said, I just wanted to touch base and let you know that you guys are always on my mind and in my thoughts, and I'm praying for all of those that are going through a bit of a tough time at the moment, and prayers and thoughts go out to you guys. Whether it's loss or grief, or just having some troubles financially or whatever, or with the weather and illness and stuff like that. Just know that just hang in there, we'll prevail. Let's stay together as a community, and support each other, even if it's just with kind words and kind comments, and to just to be acknowledged, and sometimes provides enough hope to fight another day. and and make tomorrow better than today if that's what it needs be, and lend a hand where you can. Lend a helping hand where you can. Food for the soul can often be that thing that differentiates us from being self-sad, and often the answer is reaching out and helping others. They brought in a lot of trailers here to get them off the streets because our temperatures are getting ready to hit below zero here for the next 8 days. Crazy. And they got all of the homeless off the streets. Can't wait to see videos no matter what they are. Shannon, I love you for that. Thank you. Well, you know what, Casey? Here's the funny thing, right? They don't want to. They don't want the people on the streets to get sick, so they'll house them to stop the spread. But once the spread is under control, they'll put them back out on the streets. The crazy thing about that is, economically, they find a way to help the homeless not be homeless. That's that's something to bear a thought. That once all this calms down and they've got control of the illness numbers, they'll put them back on the street again. How how can a government do that? They found a way to take them off the streets. Now they're gonna and then they'll put them back on. Silly. Makes no sense. Thank you. Thank you, Casey. I love all your comments. Damn, I did a whole paragraph and it disappeared. It'll be somewhere in there somewhere. So Rightby makes no sense. I know, Shannon. They did that in one city in America during the pandemic. They wanted to stop the spread, so they took all of the homeless and housed them. They put them in hotels that had been abandoned and put them up there for like months and months. And when they got control or a handle over it, they closed the hotels and put them back out on the street again. It's like, what? Yeah, like literally solved the homeless problem. Oh, and you know what the thing was? That was within those buildings, people felt safe and secure. Like, okay, like people were still doing, the druggies were still doing drugs, the alcoholics were still drinking, and so some parts of it was chaotic, but the rest that had like mental health issues or were homeless because of circumstance were finally getting back on their feet. They were nearly there, and then they got like put back out on the street again. I just like blows my mind the lack of humanity in that. We have 8 encampments that are tearing down right now, and they have nowhere else to place them. What the fuck? Sorry about swearing. God damn. It's windy today, but mainly it has been muggy hot. Oh, you did a big paragraph about the weather. Yeah, it's just been piercing hot here, Heather. Straight up. We have one hotel here that they are actually turning into a shelter and short-term placement. So it's a start. They have got so much land and buildings that they want to condemn, but they don't want to like utilize it to house the homeless, because it's prime real estate for development, and I see no better way in advancing a society, especially in cities, than helping the citizens that live within those boundaries. and making them productive humans, so then you can utilize that human resource to make a more functioning city. Instead, they use the resources to clear the streets, weaponize the police, let sanitation take care of other areas of the city, and let that area turn to actual crap. It's septic and toxic at best. Do you know what is quite sad? Neighbours don't talk to each other like they used to. They keep to themselves. You could be dead and no one would know. Oh my God. Well, next door does communicate in the English fellow. That is what happened to being neighbourly. I mean, like, there's some places. I think what we're afraid of is not knowing, and that we've made ourselves socially awkward. That if we're not familiar with the look of our neighbour, that we resigned ourselves to the fact that we're not going to, fraternise. That's insane. I grew up in a village where my next door neighbours were my cousins, my aunties, my uncles, second cousins. We're all family. But I think that freedom of being able to holler out and ask for help or to be sociable because they were family carried on into my everyday life. So I always made it a point that no matter where we lived in another country, we would make it a point, me and my darling would make it a point to go and see our neighbours. Hey, what's up, neighbour? What are you up to? Find common ground and then build off that, and so everywhere we go, it's all about connecting with the neighbours. And so I would walk my dog everywhere in the neighbourhood. People would stop and say, "Oh, that's a nice dog." Anything to break the ice, That's exactly what I say. They complain about all homelessness and let all the empty buildings stay empty, just to serve their own purposes. Oh man, that knocks me for six every time. And a lot are putting up high fences. High fences are to keep people out, or are they to keep people in? It's definitely to, people say privacy. Yep. I mean, yeah. We live in a crazy world, for sure. And trust is hard because there's, our our news media only highlight the bad stuff that happens in our society. Police car chases, shootings, neighbours at war, all of this propaganda stuff to actually keep ourselves isolated from each other, when the reality is, if we band together as a people, we actually make the choices for our society. We the people say, and it's just like, how do we get back to that? Because that's what it used to be like. You don't see many people outside. It's weird. Yeah. You have to go to the places where you find people and socialise, whatever. What. And there's a lot of prejudice out there as well, let's be real. There's a lot of prejudices out there. And I think we just want to be safe in our own skin. We don't want confrontation. We don't want to be, we don't want our feelings to be hurt, and we don't want to, there's a lot of things that we have to deal with as individuals. We try and understand each other rather than accept, that's who we are. You do you, I'll do me, sort of thing. Had to stop watching the news for a while because it's just always sadness and violence highlighted. It is. I was watching a video and it showed the news in New Zealand in 1986, right? What the news was going on in New Zealand in 1986. And the first segment of the news was about what was going on with the politics, the campaign for the two parties that were in the country at the time, and sharing their views. And then the next part, okay, granted, New Zealand is a very small country, but the next part was it was a segment about a swimming rabbit. Yeah, a rabbit that was like that could swim in a neighbour's pool, and then it had a cute little lamb story. How the irony of putting a woolen jacket on a lamb, yeah, and that was the news back in 1986. And then fast forward to today, and it's about a, a, a car chase through the suburbs of Auckland, and and road rage at the traffic lights where two guys were duking it out, and the war going on in a completely different country, and what happened to the swimming rabbit? Surely there must be another one. I watch too much sadness on YouTube. You got to just change the algorithms, Heather. Next time when you go on YouTube, go to the search bar and put on funny skits, funny humour. I like watching. Like What Would You Do Next? You ever watch that program? What would you do with that guy Phil Kanakis? I can't remember his name. Oh. I like watching those sort of social experiments. Where they set up scenarios in public places, and then they have people come and intervene and stuff like that. You guys watch that sort of stuff? I Like You Live can say question? Sure. QTYT. Hello, QTYT. That's cool, Casey. I remember as a kid we would have block parties all the time. Such great times. Yeah, as kids, whatever happened to those? I think work-life balance is a little bit screwed up. I know for a lot of you, you watch dumpster diving and funny animal things. Those are two happy things. Not they send us a note, tell us to come and join them. We do it once a week. That's awesome, Casey. Funny animals. Yeah, I like watching the cat videos because cats are like cool, man. Yeah, I love the cool cats. They are characters for sure. I won't watch sad videos. I stick to comedy or informative things. Oh, I like heartfelt sadness. I like heartfelt sadness. I'm vulnerable. I'm human. I have feelings and emotions. I like to cry, and I like to cry for humanity. I like the social experiment ones where they have a black guy who's blindfolded with a sign saying free hugs or take a flower, and he's just standing there with his arms open, wide, ready to accept, and he'll have nobody. No one will approach him. No one will, or at least that's what they film. Apparently, that's not 100% all the time. But they would put a white guy in there and bang, 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 hit after hit after hit, and just to highlight the society's prejudices or fears mainly. I love cat videos too. Happy crying, yeah. I like the ones where Jimmy Darts or Big Doors is a good one. Yes Theory, they're great ones too. They go up to, they just go up to homes, knock on the door, ask them that they're thinking about moving into the area. How much do they pay rent here a month? And they say, oh, we pay like $1,200 a month, and then they would give them their month's rent, no strings attached. They tell them, oh, we're just making a video, we're just giving back to our community. I love that shit. I love that kind of giving. I mean, sure, they're making content out of it, but they're genuinely and randomly giving it to people, not knowing their situation, but but for sure going into lower social economic areas and paying their rent for a month. That's cool as shit. I love that stuff. But I also like, what would you do? I forget his name. John Kionakis or something. Big B, congratulations on your new my great grandson, Casey. That's my granddaughter's second child. Thank you, Casey. Nah, he is a bundle of joy. Dumpster diving with T and D in the house, ladies and gentlemen. How are you, Tange? Good to see you, my friend. Guys, if you're not already subscribed or don't know anything about Dumpster Diving with T and D, they fellow dumpster divers and go and check them out, please. You've been putting up some material lately. I've seen. That's great. I wish I could. It hasn't been so hot that I could go out myself. It's been too hot. I'm not going to lie, and I don't. Our Kmart isn't like what it used to be. However, breaking news. When I did go out a few days ago before New Year's, a friend of mine took me to a Kmart dumpster. It's a bit of a travel, and there's also an Aldi close by, but security is really tight. Really tight there. They come up to you and they go, we want you to leave now. And the last interaction I had with them, I try and be respectful, but I also have to let them know, it says, bro, your job as a security guard is just to observe and report. You can't tell me to do anything. You can't put your hands on me, you can't give me any directives. If you can say, we want you to leave, and if I don't leave, then I guess you can call the police. I suppose you could do that. But whatever you say, I don't have to. Obviously, I want to be respectful, but they also have to know where their boundaries lie as well. And if they hadn't been told before, but I make a big song, not a big song and dance about it. I make a joke about it. So I'll go up to them and say, hey, what's your name? Oh, Raji. Oh, hey, Raji, Big B. I'm on YouTube, bro. You know, I do this and you got to leave now. Oh, bro. You can't be talking to another human being like that. How would you like it if you came into a hamburger bar and all of a sudden I come up to you and said, hey, you got to go now? You know, try a different, angle. No, I don't see any of that. You just got back into diving, had a month off, not by choice, had a sad death in the family. So sorry to hear about that, Tange, but I'm glad that you're back up on, you're back up on the saddle, and we're all here and supporting you. So go over there and go over and watch their latest video, Dumpster Diving with T and D. Don't forget to drop a comment and say Big B sent you. And and let's support our Australian dumpster divers, man. We are a rare few. There's myself, there's Dumpster Diving with T and D, and there's also Dumpster Diving Adelaide, Simon. I don't know what's happened with our other friends in South Australia, but I haven't heard from them in a while. I hope they're fine. Hope they're good. Saying that went out a couple of days ago and got an awesome score at Kmart. Security come out and was so nice and helpful. That's cool when you got nice security. Your dumpster diving lately are not repeats. Say only my shorts. Only my shorts are shorts of old videos. Yeah, only my shorts. Yeah, they're not repeats, but they're old footage. It's old footage. Yeah, it's not. They're not days old. Yeah, they're probably weeks old, Heather, to be honest. Yeah, dumpster diving down under. That's so cool. Oh, you haven't, but dumpster diving down under have? And yours are to come. Something to watch out for. Casey, they're right there on YouTube right now. Yeah. You've seen me commenting on Adelaide dumpster diver, Simon. I have. I do. I do. Not all the time. Not all the time. Can't wait to make it to Australia one day. Well, you make sure that when you do, you come over and you come and visit Big B. Yeah, I've seen your comments. I see you comment on all over the show, Heather. Yeah, you're a huge supporter of the dumpster diving community, and you are appreciated. Yeah, you make a point to come over these ways, and there's the door is always open, and there's always a place here for you, always. And I'll take you out on a Big B adventure. But ladies and gentlemen, it's been an hour 13 minutes, and finding treasures is a cool dumpster. Yep. Thank you, Heather. No, finding treasures is definitely good. I mean, but don't forget about Scrap It Up as another good dumpster diver. Don't forget Heather's Halls is still active as well. Another fantastic dumpster diver in Colorado. And also Dumpster Hoppers are a new one. They're a Hispanic couple and full of energy. Dumpster Hoppers. Exposing Our Waste is another one. Couple of young guys over in the States there. Couple of young guys. Let's not forget Shannon is still going as well. Shannon is still going. Grizz, although he's been laid up sick a lot lately, has been posting some old stuff that he's had in the wings, and is now pulling it out. Who else from the old school? Shannon here, dumpster diving mama of two, still putting stuff out. Freaking Frugal. That's Dwayne and Amy, still putting out videos. Breathkist, of course. These are all some of the old school ones that I remember, you know, when I started that were around. Fortune Finders is putting out stuff, even though they're repeats, they're like some of his old school, some of his, like some of the good stuff. Like he, just every video is just filled with good stuff. Shannon, good night. Thanks for the catch up with you too. I missed you. I appreciate you. Him Gibbles. Here's the thing, Him Gibbles. I don't. I have to like watch your content and follow you for a little bit before I do any kind of promoting of any channel. And everyone here in this community knows that about me. I don't. I don't take promoting or shouting out lightly. I have to be a follower of your content. So it's not that I don't want to. I just had to like check you out and see if I like you, my followers will like you. That's how it goes. Everyone knows here I haven't promoted anyone that I don't follow or watch for any amount of time. So when I say when I promote TND or I promote all of the channel names that I've just I just mentioned, that's because I've been following them for a long time, and it doesn't matter whether they're dumpster diving videos. I've promoted other content creators that aren't dumpster diving, so that's my gig. So I will check out your channel, and if that makes sense and you're okay with that, we'll just take it from there. Yep, no, but it's nearly 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It is nearly 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Good night, Shannon. I'm gonna sign off too, ladies and gentlemen. Good night, everyone. Love and appreciate you all. It's such awesome to catch up with everyone, all of my favorites, all of my regulars, my beautiful community, and all the new people that joined us today too. Will certainly be. What, really? Yeah, it's nearly 3 o'clock in the afternoon. No shit. 13 months with the family, Tange. There you go. And I hope everyone stays safe out there. If you're going to experience cold weather in the near future, stay warm, stay well, stay healthy, and keep well, right? And for all of those that are experiencing some tough, rough times through health or loss or grief or whatever, I'll always be praying and thinking of you always. Keep the comments coming. Keep watching the videos. I mean, if you've already seen them once, no harm in watching them again. I don't often ask these sort of things of my community. I just let be and let it be. But yeah, I may not complain. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you so much for being part of this live. Love and appreciate you, and I'll see you guys on the next Been Living adventure. Peace.